Hello everyone! Once again, welcome to our YouTube channel, Research Ready and Student Matters Hub by Doclin. This video is for all those college freshies na papasok na sa college life. This is all about the smooth transition of your college life. So, from senior high school to college. So, bibigyan ko kayo ng mga ibang pointers para hindi kayo masyadong mahirapang mag-adjust sa inyong college life because you have to have a 4 years or either 5 years or 6 years journey para matapos ninyo ang course ninyo at later maging professional na kayo. So please watch this video from beginning after the end because I assure you makakatulong ito sa inyo. Ito yung mga pointers na dapat niyong tandaan, no? As a new college student or precious. 1, you have to manage your time wisely. You have a different time schedule now and when you are at senior high school. And mind you, medyo sasabihin kong mas complex or mas mahirap yung mga requirements na makakaharap ninyo or ma-encounter nyo na ibibigay sa inyo ng inyong mga professors. It's totally different when you are in senior high school. Tsaka yung independence at yung close monitoring ng professor, hindi na katulad nung kayo ay nasa senior high. So if you wanted to accomplish something, you have to manage your time wisely. Medyo siguro mababawasan yung ating mga ibang mga pinagkakalibangan nung tayo ay nasa senior high. Kasi pag sa college ka, commonly, you have only 1 or 2 semesters in a year and you have to focus on those semesters or else at the end of each semester, you might encounter a problem regarding your academics. Second, you have to develop your study habits. If then, you are not having study habits, maybe one of these days, as you go on your college life, maiisipin mo na rin na mag-develop na ako ng study habits. Kasi hindi po pwede dito yung procrastination. You have to meet schedules after schedules. You have to meet deadlines after deadlines. So dapat you have to develop a study habits. There will be quizzes after quizzes or after the other. There might be also presentations after presentation. So developing a study habits might help you para hindi kayo masyadong ma-stressed or mag-develop ng anxiety sa inyong pag-aaral. Kung naka-okay yung study habits natin at naka-schedule kung ano yung gagawin natin at hindi tayo nagpo-procrastinate, mas maliles yung problem na mai-encounter natin. Number 3, you have to get involved. Huwag lang tayong masyadong mag-focus sa academic, no? So, there are student organizations, there are also societies inside the university or college. We might also get involved with that para na-divert din yung ating attention sa ibang bagay. Not only focusing on our academics na nababurden tayo at napupush tayo to our limits na dapat eto yung ginagawa natin. No. So, pwede tayong mag-attend para ma-divert yung ating interest or attention sa iba pang bagay aside from your academic subjects. Huwag din natin kakalimutan that we have to stay healthy. On the first few days of your college days as freshies, medyo siguro there will be tensions and stress among yourselves kasi iba na yung environment na ginagalawan nyo ngayon. Ako, ang daming reporting. Ang daming binibigay na requirements ni ma'am at saka ni sir. Tapos may mga quizzes pang naka-line up. Tapos meron pa kaming kailangan i-accomplish at the end of the semester na kailangan ganito, ganyan, or ganon. You still have to stay healthy, no? Sa journey na to kasi paano natin siya gagawin kung hindi tayo magiging healthy. So still, we have to develop a routine na hindi naapektuhan yung ating health. Number 5, you can also seek support from home, from your friends, from your parents, from your family, from your colleagues. At times, you have to give yourself a time na mag-socialize para naman ma-release kung ano yung mga stress na pwede mong maramdaman in accomplishing all of your tasks since you are now in college. So, pwede kang gumawa ng ibang paraan para malibang mo yung sarili mo, or you can also seek support from other experts when there are things na hindi mo masyadong naiintindihan. Lalo na kapag ka nasa college ka, there are more term papers, case studies, research papers that you might not be exposed to it doing when you are in senior high. So you might seek support of experts, especially your instructors and any other people who can help you in accomplishing your task. Another, budget your finances. Kasi sa college life, medyo magastos, no? Marami kayong kailangang paglaanan ng inyong mga finances para ma-accomplish mo yung mga academic requirements na meron kayo. So kung medyo magastos ka nung senior high ka, pwede kang magtabi para naman sa mga future uses mo, lalo na kung meron kayong mga projects or any other endeavor na ipapagawa ang inyong professor. Pero aside from that, you can also seek the assistance of the university where you are in, kasi maraming mga scholarship programs na binibigay ngayon, lalo na sa mga state universities at local colleges. Sobrang dami ng mga scholarship at financial assistance na ibinibigay. But then again, kung meron ka man ng ganito, so kailangan mo pa rin i-budget yung iyong finances. Next, you have to embrace independence. So, hindi na po pwede yung kapag lalabas ka ng classroom, pagpupunta ka sa ganitong lugar, lagi kang merong kasama. So, dapat independent ka na, or as much as possible, you have to be independent in all you do. No, hindi na yan katulad dati na kapag meron kayong gagawin, isang grupo kayo ng mga kaibigan mo at kailangan magkakasama kayo. Nowadays, kapag nasa college ka na, minsan yung kagroup mo hindi mo talaga gusto or hindi ka convenient or comfortable, but you have to be independent in doing all of your accomplishments, your achievements, your requirements, and everything. Pag nasa college ka, dapat naging nandun yung independence. You have to communicate effectively as well. You have to converse to the people around you, to your classmates, make socialized. You have to talk to them so that you can feel comfortable inside the classroom or the environment when you are in. So, pwede ka makapag-communicate sa kanila from time to time, pero huwag niyong gagawin to during class discussion ng professor nyo. Siyempre, mai-interrupt yung klase ninyo. So, after, when you have time, kapag meron kayong mga breaks or any other schedule, you can stay connected with each other. You have also to stay flexible. So, kung medyo nung senior high school tayo, nasusunod yung mga gusto natin or yung caprices natin, pag tayo ay nasa college, marami na tayong kailangan i-consider. Not only your own schedule, but the schedule of your colleagues, your professors, and any other people around you inside the campus. So, kailangan nating maging flexible, i-adjust yung ating oras, at pati na rin yung ating sarili, whatever circumstances that we might encounter, so madali tayong makakapag-adjust. Don't have also too much expectation of all of the things and the people around you. So kailangan na matuto tayong alamin kung paano natin i-adjust yung ating personality, yung ating sarili, dun sa mga tao, sa paligid natin. Pati na rin sa mga circumstances na mai-encounter natin dahil tayo ay college student na. Lastly, and I think the most important, as a new student transitioning from senior to college, you have to set your goals. So you might think, at this point in time, I'm starting my college life, what is my goal? Most commonly, your goal is to finish your study or your course. Matapos ka ng iyong pag-aaral nang wala kang magiging problema, nang wala kang magiging incomplete, na magiging problema mo later on, na wala kang mai-involvean na academic disciplines also, that you're going to have a very good relationship with your classmates, with your schoolmates, with your professors, or even if you wanted to be active, so mag-set ka ng goals. I will join this particular school organization because it will enhance or boost my confidence. I will join this sports organization because I am good at these sports. I will join this specific organization because I think it will help me enhance my skills, particularly communication. So you have to set your goals. And another tip, or all of those students who want to be a Latin honor after you have completed your course, I advised you sa first year pa lang, you have to invest not only on your academic subjects but also on the extracurricular activities. If you wanted to have a leadership award when you graduate, you have to invest. Sa first year, again, ulitin ko, first year pa lang, you have to be consistent on all your accomplishments para later on, makuha mo yung sinet mo na goal. Ito naman yung mga big no, as in NO, kapag kayo ay nagta-transition from senior to college life. Number 1, overcommitting. Huwag nating masyadong i-pressure yung sarili natin sa mga bagay na nagsisimula pa lang tayo. All of the things takes time. So kung meron tayong gustong i-accomplish, let us just wait and we will be there. Huwag tayong masyadong overcommitted na sometimes gusto mo sa ganitong organization, nakakalimutan mo na yung academic subjects mo. So hindi mo na siya nabibigyan ng pansin. Remember, you are there in the school to study. So kailangan mong ma-finish ang course na meron ka. Pangalawa, procrastination. I'm telling you, being a professor for a very long period of time, this is a common problem to most students na pinagpapabukas yung mga dapat nilang gawin. So yung mga projects nila na merong deadline, nagkakasabay-sabay. So nagkakaroon ng problema ang ending. Nai-incomplete yung estudyante dahil hindi niya na isa-submit yung mga requirements na dapat na isa-submit niya on time. So when you are incomplete in a particular subject, in a specific school, meron silang a specific duration kung kailan mo lang to dapat i-comply. And that will be another burden to you as a student just because you have to comply with all of those incompletes. And mind you, it will be reflected in your credentials. Okay, number 3, skipping classes. It's also a big no. You don't skip classes when you are in college because you might miss some of the important topics that are discussed by your professors. Lalo na kung ang course mo ay skilled courses. Halimbawa, you are enrolled in a subject in stenography. Kasi it's a sequence of lessons. So pag meron kang nami-miss, you might not understand the next lesson. The same thing with mathematics subjects and any other subjects that you have enrolled in order to complete the course. Never skip classes because this will also be the reason why you will not pass or you will lack requirements in the subject. Number 4, ignoring your mental and physical health. Yes, I have said na medyo stiff or very complex yung transition nyo from senior high school to college life. Pero, wag din nating i-ignore yung ating physical health. Kadalasan nagkakasakit yung mga estudyante kasi masyadong, sa simula pa lang masyado ka ng seryoso or serious in your academic life. Remember, nag-i-start ka pa lang. Meron ka pang 4 na taon para magstay sa university at matapos yung course mo. Now, with regard to mental health, don't also ignore it. Most schools have their guidance counselor. When you have a problem, you can approach the guidance counselor privately at pwede kang magpatulong. Kung nahihiya ka naman, you can also trust some of your professors or some of your friends, or you might also open up to your parents or colleagues about your problem that nahihirapan kang mag-adjust or mag-transition from senior to college. Kasi minsan nagiging problema ito, nagkikreate ng anxiety, depression, or even overthinking sa part ng mga estudyante kasi nahihirapan silang mag-adjust. Another thing to avoid is underestimating the workload. As I have mentioned, pag nasa college ka, if you have 7 professors, each professors have their own requirements. Each professors are giving quizzes, projects, case studies, research projects, or any other activities na kailangan mo i-comply within a subject. So you don't underestimate the workload that will be given to you. Time management is the key. So hindi natin na po pwedeng gawin kung ano man yung old practices natin sa senior high, it might not be applicable on your college life because your professor might give you a failing grade if you will not comply with all of those requirements. Ma'am, what do we mean by the failing grade? If you get a 5.0, in the case of other university, what are you going to do is to repeat the subject. The problem is, if the subject has a prerequisite. If the subject has a prerequisite, you cannot take the next subject on the next semester because you failed the prerequisite subject. Anong ibig sabihin nun, ma'am? You have to add another year in your course. Or pagka meron namang mga programs sa inyong university, pwede namang i-take mo siya within the semester or the next semester. It depends on the advice of the dean or the head of the department where your college belong. So those are the tips that you have to avoid in transitioning from senior to college life. I hope that this video helped you and give you an insight paano kayo makakapag-adjust ngayong kayo ay nasa kolehiyo na kailangan yung tapusin sa loob ng 4, ng 5, or 6 na taon. Thank you very much for watching this video. And please like, share, and subscribe para updated ka sa mga latest lesson videos. Always remember, we unlock insights to empower your minds. Thanks for watching everyone and see you on our next lesson video. Bye-bye everyone!